Hi guys, I hope that you're very well. It's Sylvana here and I am back for a new video on the Jewels and Gems YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we will do a intuitive pick a card reading about a topic that I think could be very interesting for us at this time of the year. We might as well go deeper, so exploring the unknown. So I'm gonna pick 3 cards. We're gonna have 4 different piles, and I would love it if you could pick intuitively, using your intuition, your gut feeling, your heart, whichever way you like to describe it, to pick one pile. You can pick more than one if that number makes sense to you and resonates with you. If you're not satisfied with the pile number that you picked, no worries. You can always change it for a different one. Nothing is set in stone, as we always say here on this channel. And yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start shuffling my cards, my tarot cards. And as I'm shuffling my cards, I would love it if you could please take a deep breath with me. Let's do another one. Wonderful. It's just good to reset your clock, reset your body, your mind, you know, your intuition, and you know, put yourself in the best position to, I suppose, pick a card and see what is your message. So I'm gonna go through, I said, you know, the topic was kind of going deeper, exploring the unknown, but what does that really mean? So basically the topics we're going to cover today will be separated into 3 different cards. Card number 1 will be the heart. So what are some of the unexplored wishes that you may have lately, but that you're a little bit, you're too, maybe you're scared to acknowledge them, you're afraid to acknowledge them. So we're going to go through that. Number 2, the mind. So maybe some unexplored thoughts, ideas you may have, but you know, that maybe could be worrying you, hurting you in some ways, but could it actually, you know, sharpen your thoughts, your mindset to be aware of them and take them into account and deal with that. So we're going to go through that. And the third, last but not least, the soul. So what could be that sense of higher purpose or higher wisdom or highest truth that you hold within yourself, but maybe that you have yet to grasp how or you can move yourself towards that purpose, towards that goal, towards that, you know, deepest inner truth that you may hold within yourself. So if that sounds good to you, let's get started. We're gonna get some cards pulled. So we're gonna do it in 4 piles. So if you could please choose now which pile number you're going for. So we said between 1 and 4. And once you're ready, guys, we'll be able to start. So let me just get that sorted. Perfect. Lovely. So yeah, we're gonna start with pile number 1. If you do not want to watch the whole video, you're very welcome to skip. You should have the timestamps in the description box below. And yeah, otherwise you can just keep watching me and we'll see what happens. Perfect. So now, as we said, now we're going to start with pile number 1. So if you have picked number 1, this is your message from this reading. So we said that the first card would be the mind. So what are some of the unexplored wishes you may have that you might have been too, you know, afraid to admit? So here we have 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands. So what does it mean? The 2 of Wands says that maybe lately you might have been curious about your path. Maybe you have been curious about a different path, another path completely different to the one you're currently on. And here the Two of Wands is kind of here to tell you that it's okay for you to consider other options. It's okay for you to open yourself to different perspectives, different outcomes, different just different paths. It's not all just down to one, you know. We all have different options, and it's down to us to pick the one that resonates with us the most. So I would say, don't be afraid to explore the options you may have. Don't be afraid to dive deeper into it, and see if there is any other paths for you out there that maybe you might think is not achievable, that it's just not attainable, that maybe you feel you're not worthy of, you know, because that is not true. You know, you absolutely are. You just have to learn and find out if it, you know, if it's for you. And you know what, if you go for it and if it doesn't work out, if it's not for you, well, you know what, that's okay. You have tried, you have no regrets, you have learned, and you would have gained experience, wisdom, knowledge, and now you know that this is not for you, so that gets you closer to what is truly meant for you. It's nothing wrong with that. It's all part of the learning process. So you will still learn regardless of what you choose, but open your mind, open yourself to that potentiality of, you know, trying something different, trying something new. Don't be afraid of that, because that could bring you some of those you know, unexplored wishes that maybe deep down you can get access to, but you know, your subconscious mind is just not seeing it through because it's been blocked by your conscious mind, you know. So yeah, that would be the number one, the card number one. Then let's move on to the card number two, the mind. So what is maybe some unexplored ideas, you know, thoughts that you may have, but that could potentially be nagging you, or that you know, that are causing a lot of potential negativity, but that you need to take into account now, maybe to learn something from it or move on. Here we have got the Queen of Wands, very interesting. So the Queen of Wands, it's that beautiful divine feminine energy that's all about taking charge. She's got everything together, she's organized, she's all about making those moves. You know, maybe for you it's been lately, what's been on your mind could be related to your relationships. Maybe you were wondering, maybe you have been wondering lately if, you know, will I get, you know, if you're single, for example, will I find someone now, or am I just destined to be alone forever, you know? Or maybe you have a partner and you're thinking, you know, is it okay for me to get to the next step? Is it achievable, you know, having a baby, for example, or something like that? You know, it's all within your reach. It's only down to one thing. Do you really want it? Do you truly want it? That's more so the big question there. Because at the end of the day, the Queen of Wands is here to tell you that you have that capacity to achieve these things. You have the power to make it all happen. But you have the power. But it's down to you to do the work and start taking action. And it's the same if, for example, you're contemplating a new venture, a new project, something new, and you're just wondering, is that right for me? Is the timing good? You know, it's the same thing here. The Queen of Wands message is very clear to me. It's very much so about taking charge, organizing your life, whether or not that has been causing you a lot of pain. Maybe you have been reluctant to do that lately. She's here to tell you that this is kind of what you need to do right now to get to the next level. And next is the Soul card. So what could be that higher purpose? So maybe that sense of you know, inner wisdom that you need to grasp, and how you can move towards it. What is that deepest truth that you have deep inside of you, but maybe that your conscious mind is struggling to see? And here we've got something really nice. We've got the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles represents, as you can tell, harmony and balance. It's about unity. It's about partnership, duality. It can also relate to proposals, connection. And, you know, like, it's kind of here to say that maybe your higher purpose right now, your deepest truth, is related to the people in your life around you, that maybe now is the perfect time for you to create a partnership with someone, to partner up, or, you know, to connect even on a deeper level with your partner. And if you are single, that, you know, you have that power within you to find a potential soulmate in your life. You know, you just have to open yourself to connecting, and you know, you never know, you know, like proposals, partnerships, that's really the energy here. So there is basically something positive coming your way in that area of your life. You just have to yeah, just open yourself to the opportunities and the possibilities in the best way you can. Now, this is pile number 1. We can now move on to pile number 2. So for pile, so let's go back to the question. The first one was the heart. What are some of the unexplored wishes you might be too afraid to admit that you may have, that you may hold? So what do we have here? We've got the King of Wands. Wow, that is cool. King of Wands means that maybe lately you have been struggling with the idea of being authentic. Maybe you have been struggling with taking action, with taking control, with being a leader. You have that energy within you. It's just, it is within reach. You just have to dare to be different. You have to take control, and you have to focus on taking action. It's all about passion and that sense of authentic force that you emit. And it also signifies that there is progress. Progress is in that zone for you. You just have to be proud of yourself, of what you've achieved, of what you can achieve in your potential, and you know, remind yourself that you are a leader. You absolutely can be a leader. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be authentic, because that is your driving force right now. Then the mind. So what are some of the unexplored ideas, or, you know, just thoughts that have been at the back of your mind, you know, that could potentially cause you, you know, pain, but that could actually lead to something bigger if you take it into consideration. So what we have here is the Knight of Pentacles, another court card. How cool is that, guys? That is very powerful. So the Knight of Pentacles is kind of here to say that you know, maybe lately you have been contemplating a lot about your finances. Maybe you have been thinking a lot about what, you know, profit means to you, you know, financial abundance. And maybe, but not in the way that is beneficial. Maybe you have been thinking that these could be areas where you are limited. Maybe you have been self-limiting yourself with your way of thinking that maybe you're not capable, that maybe you're not enough, whatever it is. Guys, it's so important to remember that patience is going to be key for you, whether you like it or not. That might sound difficult for you to hear right now, to some of you maybe. Patience and persistence are going to be the key elements for you right now. As long as as much as it hurts or worries you, and you just don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, that is the answer. You have to finish what you have started. You know, your dreams can come true, but at the end of the day, you know, it's work that you have to put in through. And persistence is going to be the key element here. You know, you are strong, you have that power. Connect with nature, connect with that potent force that it represents nature as an example, as a model for you, that for that beautiful tree or for that beautiful flower to grow and shine and spread its beautiful self and open itself to the world, it needs to grow. It's all a process and it all takes time. Nothing comes easily or quickly. You know, it all, I'm not saying the process is not going to be easy or fast, but usually if you're looking forward for a dream or wish to come true, it's kind of something big. And, you know, it takes a little bit of time. You have to be patient. Don't be impatient. Be patient. You know, keep going, be persistent, and everything will make sense. I promise you, everything will start to come along. And then last but not least, the soul. So what is that higher purpose that your conscious mind hasn't really grasped, but that can really help you to move towards it? So here we've got the Four of Swords. Interesting. Okay. The way you can look at the Four of Swords is very much so that sense that what you really need to focus on right now, what could be your deepest truth right now, and how you can move towards it, is that sense of sanctuary. Maybe that's what you really need right now. You need a sanctuary. You need to meditate. You need to introspect. You need to reflect. You need to contemplate. You know, now is the time to really slow down and start to listen to that inner voice, listen to your inner wisdom, because like so many people sometimes find it hard to realize, is that I say that a lot to my clients that I'm coaching, is that, you know, the answers to most of our questions and to what we're going through in life, it all comes from within. You know, we have that habit as people to look for answers outside, in the outside environment, but so many of those answers are deep within us. We just have to allow ourselves, open ourselves to the possibility of seeing it. And you have to listen to that inner voice, that inner wisdom. You have to have faith in yourself, faith in the process, faith in everything you're going through, and plan for the here and now. Not look at the past, look at the present moment, and plan as well for the future. That is the best thing you can do right now. And try to start to meditate a little bit. See if that could be of benefit to you. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, below how this all resonates with you. Does this make sense, everything we're talking about? Yeah, I would love to hear from it, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you have not done it already. Thank you. Next, so now we can move on to pile number 3. So if you have picked number 3, guys, this is your reading. So the first card was, so what are some of the unexplored desires that you have been too afraid lately to acknowledge? So very interesting. Now it's starting to get juicy. Now we're getting juicy. This is a major arcana. It's Temperance. It's a very, very powerful card. That means that you, whoever's watching this that picked pile number 3, you have a lot of deep wishes and desires within yourself, but you're not allowing yourself to listen. You're not allowing yourself to listen to that inner voice, and I really don't understand why you cannot keep going like this. You know, it's not good for you. Temperance is all about harmony. It's about balance. It's about but also moderation. It's kind of here to say that you really need to step back, You have been going through conflict lately, probably, and you know, you're starting to you know, get tired of it. You want it to stop. You want to move out from it. You want to move away from it. You want to quit it. You want to stop all that stress, all that tension, all that drama that's in your life. You just want to put an end to it. But you know, maybe you're a bit scared of doing that. Maybe it requires you doing a bold move, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about, you know, like, like, what would it be? That's what you have to ask yourself, that question. How would things be if you were to do that bold move? How would your situation be after you have achieved that bold move? How much would you benefit from it? Stepping back and resolving or moving away from that conflict and getting in touch with your inner calm and release that drama and tension from your environment, from people around you. Is it something that you would benefit from? I am sure you would. So that could be what you need to work on. Now that is a very, very deep card, and especially with the question we're talking about, it means that it's particularly powerful. So definitely I would encourage whoever has picked that pile number and has got the card Temperance, you should definitely need to do a lot of work around all this, be it shadow work, be it, you know, whichever type of exercise resonates well with you. I think this would be of great benefit for you right now. Then number 2 is the mind. So unexplored ideas, thoughts that you may have that are at the back of your mind that maybe are you know, nagging you, bothering you, but that you need to take into account, because that could really sharpen your mind and it would help too. So then we have the Lovers, another major arcana card. Like, these messages are very powerful for you guys. Whoever has picked pile number 3, you have a lot of unexplored things here that you need to work on. This is really powerful beyond powerful, guys, I'm telling you. The Lovers. So what is the Lovers card about? It's about balance, it's about duality, it's about you know, unity. It's about you know, you need right now to face the reality that you need to balance your situation with other people in your life, but also yourself. You may need balance within yourself. Maybe your energy is being completely unbalanced lately and you're suffering from it. It could be yourself deep inside. It could be that sense of in relationship or interaction you have with other people in your life that is completely out of balance. These are areas you need to work on. And maybe you're facing a dilemma. That's the impression that I'm getting from the Temperance with the Lovers based on that today's topic. Maybe you guys are going through a dilemma right now, and you're going to have to make a big drastic change. You're going to have to take a big, bold decision. You're going to have to make up your mind and make a choice. And you know that now is for you to know. But yeah, maybe what you need to do is, if you are being very lonely, if you feel alone and you don't have that sense of relationship, maybe now is the time to pair up with a partner. Maybe now is the time to pair up with someone on your journey and seek opportunities that way. And that's something maybe you have been struggling lately to admit yourself, that maybe maybe you have not been willing to admit yourself that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to reach out to someone. There's nothing wrong with it. It does not mean I'm weak. Nobody's going to judge or criticize me. It's fine. That's how you have to go through it and look at these things. And last but not least, the soul. So what is that higher truth, highest truth, that purpose that your conscious mind does not see right now, but you kind of need to take into account in order for yourself to be able to move towards it? Here we have got the Queen of Swords. Funny enough, that's very powerful. 2 major arcana cards and a court card. Guys, you need to do something quick. It's so interesting. So for you guys, I would say that the key element here is that you need to the best thing you can do right now is to become open-minded. You need to become self-reliant. The Queen of Swords, she is that image of, you know, she's sharp-witted, she's realistic, she's self-reliant, she's independent. But at the same time, the idea here for you guys is that don't over-rationalize things. Maybe lately you've been overthinking through a lot. Maybe all those things we've just mentioned, maybe you've been thinking about it. Maybe you've been contemplating moves and things and actions, but you're overthinking and you're not actually taking those actions. So here, the Queen of Swords is kind of here to tell you that you have to stop thinking, just start moving, just start taking action. Trust your heart, trust your gut feeling, trust that sixth sense, and you know, use your experience as a tool. The other message behind the Queen of Swords is that you have to allow yourself to use your wisdom through your heart, your intuition, but also use your experience. Use your wisdom, your knowledge, your past. Use your past experience. Maybe you've been going through things in the past. It could be a recent past. It could be in much, you know, later, like, you know, past. And use that as a tool. Use all the strength, all the power, all the knowledge you would have accumulated from that difficult time in the past that you might have experienced in order to help also yourself, but also help other people in your life that are dear to you. Because the Lovers here to me kind of means that potentially what you're going through could also maybe involve some people in your life. So that would be the message here for you guys. Yeah, let me know how does that resonate with you. I have to say, pile number 3 has been so crazy powerful. I mean, you guys are going through a lot of stuff. My God. But you can do it. You can do this. That's why we're doing those readings. And I just want to say that very quickly before I move on to pile number 4. The tarot is here to remind you guys that this is all a journey. And there's nothing wrong with listening to your feelings. And, you know, you can achieve it all. You know, you have the power within you. Use everything we're talking about today. Use this reading as a bit of an insight as to how your subconscious mind lately is feeling and what it is going through, and try to align to that truth. Try to embody that deepest truth, inner truth and wisdom that you hold, because that's where you will get so much answers and help and support, and you know, you can use that in your advantage. Tarot is a wonderful tool that way. It's all about self-development and growth and awareness. Now let's move on to pile number 4. So if you have picked pile number 4, guys, this is your message here for today's tarot reading. So here we've got first one was the heart. So what are some of the unexplored wishes, desires that you have been too afraid to acknowledge? So here we've got the King of Cups. That's an interesting one. Maybe lately you have been struggling with the idea of treating yourself with empathy and kindness. I think what could happen to you guys is that lately you have not done this work. And the King of Cups, he's very generous with his kindness, his compassion, his wisdom. He shares it with everybody. But at the same time, what makes him so wise and so powerful and so ahead of everyone else by being the king is the fact that he also treats himself with so much empathy, kindness, love, and self-love and self-care. And for you guys, what you need to acknowledge now is that what you have to do for yourself is really embody that self-love energy. You know, you're not allowing yourself to accept yourself and forgive yourself. Maybe it could be self-acceptance and self-forgiveness that could be, you know, the issue here. Regardless of what you've been through, regardless of what happened, regardless of the circumstances, you have to allow yourself to receive that in order as well to spread the love and the kindness and the compassion to people in your life. You have first to embody it yourself and you know, receive it yourself. And that's how it works. It's not just about giving. It's also about receiving and only allowing yourself, opening yourself to receiving it and seeing that you absolutely are here to receive it, you know? And that's what you're here for, you know, like everyone else. And then we've got the mind. So what are some of those unexplored thoughts, ideas that are at the back of your mind right now that, you know, could potentially be bothering you, hurting you, worrying you, but that you need to use now as a way to sharpen your mind, your mindset? So here, very interesting, we've got the 7 of Wands. So what does that mean? 7 of Wands is just like that sense of fight, like fighting, being ready for the challenge, for the fight. You need to embody this energy right now, whether you like it or not, because that could potentially be the issue at the end of the day. You need to fight your corner right now. Maybe you have been struggling with that idea. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you feel like, no, I really don't want to face anything. Now is not the time. Now I don't feel like it. Well, here the 7 of Wands is kind of here to say you have no choice. You have to fight your corner. It's gonna be difficult, but you have to stand up for what you believe in. You have to stand up for what truly matters and means the most to you. And you know, life can be challenging, life can be difficult, but at the same time you have to fight for these things. You have to protect them if you want them to last and to stay and to, you know, grow, whatever it is that we're talking about here, but only you will know. You know, you have to fight. You know, that is the best thing you can do right now, whether you like it or not. You know, but once the fight is over, you will be glad you did it, and you will be, you know what, you will be proud of yourself. You will be glad you did it, and then a new chapter, a new step will open itself to you. That's for sure. Because I am sure it's worth fighting for, and you know that deep down within yourself. And then last but not least, the soul. So what is your higher, what is your higher purpose right now that your conscious mind is not capable of seeing right now, but that you need to be aware of in order for you to move towards that deepest, highest truth? And here we've got the beautiful 9 of Cups. How wonderful is this? I love the 9 of Cups. It's very much so that sense of reminding you, as we were just talking about, that bad times are gonna move away. They will go behind, and you're gonna get close to a time of happiness, joy, and positivity. And that what you need to do right now, which kind of ties in with the King of Cups, let's be honest, you need to embrace self-love. You need to embrace self-care, self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness. You know, you have to be grateful for what you have achieved so far and where you are at right now, because it's so easy to get to forget the importance of being grateful for where we are right now. We're always so focused on what's missing in our lives. But what is the most important thing right now is to focus on those elements. What is that you have truly achieved so far right now? Be proud of it. Be grateful for it. You know, true fulfillment comes from within. I would say that would be my main message for you today, is that true fulfillment will come from within you. That's where it is. That's where it hides. So what you have to do to get to your higher, deepest, highest truth, you have to shift your focus. You have to focus on your path. You have to focus on embodying that truest version of yourself, that energy within you that really is who you are. So yeah, that's the main message behind the Nine of Cups, you know. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comment section below, how does it resonate with you? Did you enjoy this? Which pile number did you pick? I would love to know. Please also make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. It always helps. It shows me that you're enjoying this and gives me ideas of what to do next. Yeah, just thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will be talking to you soon. See you guys.